Valdosta, Georgia, a city without limits, home to some of the most unique places and amazing opportunities. For some, Valdosta is just a place to work. For others, it's a place to get an education. But one thing is for certain, most of us call this city home. And just like any home, it's important for everyone living in it to do their part in keeping it clean. Pollution and litter is an issue that affects every community around the world. And without us doing our part, future generations are destined to suffer. So, what are we doing in our community to preserve the environment for future generations? Welcome to our campus, Valdosta State University, a place of higher learning, a place to grow friendships and make memories that will last a lifetime. We call this home. As students here, we genuinely care about the growth and preservation of our campus and fellow students. Here to talk with us about campus recycling and what students can do to help in the fight against pollution is Mary Lancaster.
Hi, I'm Meredith Lancaster with Valdosta State University's Environmental and Occupational Safety Office. We're an administrative office here on campus. We try to make sure that the campus stays in compliance with all of the Environmental Protection Agency, Georgia Environmental Protection Division, OSHA, all of those regulations regarding worker safety, environmental protection, and compliance. There's a tremendous amount of pollution in the world. A lot of that is just the existence of organic beings on the campus. In the world in general. Animals generate waste the same way that humans do. Not to the same extent, obviously, but we all generate waste in the world. And so that is certainly a problem. Technology, in some aspects, increases that. It also reduces the amount of pollution in the world. Some of the things that we've done on campus over the past 20, 30 years, not that I've been here that long, but things that I know have been done, is the establishment of recycling programs on the campus. Our recycling programs generally focus on paper, a lot on paper in the different buildings on campus, also on plastic and glass recyclables. Our Odom Library has a cardboard recycling program where they have somebody come and pick up. They recycle old books and periodicals as well as the paper and plastic and glass and aluminum. One of the ways that we try to make sure that it's easy for people to recycle is by having recycling containers in all of the buildings. Generally, we try to locate them in the same place as trash containers. We've had a lot of problems in the past with people either putting trash in the recycling bins or putting their recyclables in the trash bin. Of course, sometimes your recyclables are contaminated. If you have a paper plate that's soaked with pizza grease, that is actually no longer considered a recyclable. It's contaminated and should go in the regular trash rather than being put in the recycling bin. There are a lot of ways that students can help out with reducing the amount of pollution and litter on our campus. The biggest way that you can help out is by not throwing trash on the ground to start with. Pretty frequently as we're walking around campus, we see Gatorade bottles or Coke bottles or apple cores just laying around on the campus. A lot of times we'll pick those up and throw them away as we travel around campus. But it's better just not to throw them out in the first place because somebody's got to pick them up. Students can get involved in a variety of ways. There are a lot of campus organizations, student organizations that have a service requirement. Students can plan cleanup events for the campus to go around and pick a particular area and make sure that all the trash is cleaned up. We often have trash, sadly, that comes onto campus from the creek, from Drexel Park and other areas that is just carried downstream onto our campus and then gets stuck. So cleaning up those areas is certainly something that can help keep our campus the beautiful campus that we all enjoy.
We caught up with some students to find out their thoughts about recycling on campus.
Hi, I'm Thomas. I am a senior and I'm a geoscience major with a focus in geology. A lot of times people don't want to recycle because they just don't want to take the time to sort things out or drive down to a center But if you've got a can or a bottle in your hand and you're on your way to the car and there's literally a spot right there, there's no reason not to take 2 seconds and just drop it in there. You know, if everybody here recycled, it'd be really good. And I think VSU has a population of several thousand people. I believe it's like 10 or 11,000 by my last research. But if you get all those people recycling 1 bottle a day, you're looking at 10,000 bottles, plastic bottles. I mean, that's ridiculous. If you get people more active on campus where it's easier, they're more likely to take that home with them and get their parents to recycle. The more people get recycling, the more the word kind of spreads about it, and people realize that there's no harm in recycling. There's more harm in not doing it. And you can set up bins and have people come by and pick them up, and it doesn't hurt you. It doesn't take anything out of your day to do it. There's no reason not to.
Now that we know how our campus community is helping our environment, what is everyone else doing? We headed back into the heart of Valdosta to talk with the City Hall employee Aaron Strickland, the head of Keep Lowndes Valdosta Beautiful.